Philippines is ranked as the 13th most populous nation in the world, with nearly 100 million people right across its archipelago. Observers say that as long as that population number continues to rise, this developing nation will not be able to provide basic services for its people, like education, housing, and medical care.
I only wanted to have 3 children. That's what I really wanted. And after my 3rd child, I wanted to have my tubes sealed. But it was expensive to do it in a private hospital.
It's very hard to take care of them. Sometimes we don't have enough money to feed them.
Lisa says she and her husband never intended to have so many children, but could not afford contraceptives.
We seldom have sex, but it just so happens that when we did, I would get pregnant.
The government-run Dr. Jose Fabela Memorial Hospital has the largest maternity ward in Manila.
Good morning.
But budget limitations mean each bed is shared by 2 mothers and their newborns, while 1 nurse has to attend to 10 mothers.
There are 2 reasons, major reasons, why we think the bill hasn't been passed. First is the influence of the Roman Catholic Church on our politics, and second is the kind of politics and politicians that we have at this point. The first, we feel that the Constitution mandates the separation of church and state, and therefore we very strongly believe that the church, while it is composed of citizens, should not, as an institution, meddle in making legislations, for one, and also implementing policies. And secondly, it is also very important to note that our politicians, on the other hand, if only they really listen to what people say and have in their hearts what people want to happen to address their own problems, they would have passed this bill a long time ago.
It is a Filipino issue, and I even dare say it is an Asian issue. So we view it as a Western imposition of their culture to our own culture, which is basically family-oriented, and we love children. Trying to solve the problem according to the haves. Why don't we ask the poor what they need? And they would not say contraceptives. They would say jobs, housing, livelihood, education, which they have none.
The church advocates natural family planning methods. In your opinion, does that work? Is that working?
That is not working. In this community, women actually ask for artificial, which are the most effective methods. And they have, many women here have 7, 8, 9, 11, sometimes 13 children. So they want a family planning method that can help them stop action.
But this is a majority Catholic community as well. Do they feel that using artificial contraceptives goes against their religion in any way?
Well, I think you have to differentiate between the teaching of the church and what people believe in, because they are Catholics and yet they embrace family planning as something that's also like a God-given gift, that they have to make sure that all their children are being taken care of, that they can go to school, they have enough food. So that for them is also just as Catholic, as you know, as the advice against family planning.
Not about condoms and pills alone. It is not about sex and religion. It is about right. The right of parents to freely and responsibly determine the number and spacing of their children. It's about health.
It's not enough anymore to say, do this because the Pope says so. The Catholic Church should harness the intellectual prowess of its philosophers and theologians to come up, if it can, with arguments that do not depend on Catholic scriptures, Catholic teaching, Catholic tradition, so that the Catholic Church can take part in the public process.
I want to say that the reproductive health bill goes beyond family planning. It has in it life-saving services that will save women's lives, and to us, that's most important.
Till this moment here, I've never seen such a love.